Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Aaron152. So, I have some quick Hearthstone breaking news. We are going to get some card nerfs. I'm expecting maybe by the end of May. So, this is not episode 20 something. This is just talking about the news, I guess. So, we are gonna get 6 card nerfs. 5 out of 6 of them relate to standard, one of them relates to wild. So let's just get the wild one out of the way. Now let's see which will be, right now, it's a 5 mana 5/5, your cards cost 5. It will become an 8 mana 5/5, your cards cost 5. Because the thing about this card was, in wild, there's a deck that revolves around Naga Sea Witch and playing giants, the 8/8s. And it's extremely strong because if you play this on turn 5 and you have like Mountain Giant, Moon Giant, Sea Giant, Clockwork Giant, you basically have 5 mana summon a 5 mana 5/5 summon a million 8/8s. That's insane. Even more insane than some of that's like the craziest thing ever. So that was stupid. So they're finally gonna nerf it to 8 mana, which is a lot. So that deck is probably gonna be dead, but it's gonna be balanced for a while. But it's okay. This is only for a while. Now the actual big stuff. So Spiteful Summoner, if you guys haven't seen it already, is a 6 mana 4/4 battle card. Reveal a spell from your deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. So now it's gonna go up to 7 mana. So it's definitely a nerf. Getting it for 7, playing this on turn 7 instead of turn 6, definitely there's a lot more room to, there's one more turn to draw your big spells. And for other decks, that gives them a little, for other like control decks, it gives them a little bit more time to potentially deal with whatever it comes out. So, Spiteful Druid, 6 mana 4/4, summon a 12/12 or summon an 8/8 at the worst. That's insane. Not only be 7 mana, so it's not as strong, but it's still really strong. I feel like it's not a good enough nerf. It's a okay nerf, but I don't think it's good enough. I feel like this should be 8 mana. Or apparently Omnistone. There's like a couple of other Hearthstone streamers / YouTubers. They said that if you reveal the spell, you discard it. Like, okay, you revealed it, now you also get rid of the spell as well. That's pretty fair, but they didn't do that. Maybe because of, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like this would be a much better nerf if it was 8 mana, because 7 mana is still really strong, right? Like a 7 mana 4/4, summon an 8/8, or summon a 12/12. That is still really insane. I don't think this is a good enough nerf. The Spiteful Druid, or like even Spiteful Priest, well, mainly Spiteful Druid, I think it'll just drop down to like bottom tier 1, top tier 2. I still think it's gonna be an extremely strong deck. Because I don't think 7 mana is good enough. I think there's still too much of a good chance that they play this still, like they still tempo out a good curve by turn 7, you still lose. I think this might need to get nerfed again. Hint, hint. So, we'll see. I don't know. You can't always predict everything, though. Dark Pact. It used to be, well, it is right now, 1 mana, destroy a friendly minion, restore 8 health to your hero. It's going to become 1 mana, destroy a friendly minion, restore 4 health to your hero. So they divided the health by 2. So that's a really big nerf. I think it's a pretty big nerf in terms of survival. The main selling point about this card was that you comboed this with your cube or possess lackey and you get a bunch of other minions, but you also get some decent healing. So this is a really crucial card against like aggro mage, or Hunter, because they would just burn you down and you would have like very little HP because you're constantly tapping for cards. So the fact that it only restores 4 HP is pretty big nerf to Control Lock and Q Block. I think this will still see play in Q Block unless, yeah, it's still gonna see play in Q Block. In Control Lock, I think it's also still gonna, it might still see play, but it's gonna be nerfed a lot more because of this next nerf. Possessed Lackey is a 5 mana 2/2 Death Rattle. Recruit a minion. It is now gonna become 6 mana. So that is actually a pretty big nerf. 5 mana 2/2, you know, 5 mana Lackey is still is really strong. The fact that on turn 6 you can combo Possessed Lackey and Dark Pack was really good. Like getting a Void Lord or Doomguard for free on turn 6, 7, 8 is really strong. Now you have to wait till turn 7 to try to do this combo, so that's gonna be a lot slower for Control Lock / Q Block. I believe Control Lock might be wiped out, or be like tier 3, bottom tier 2, top tier 3, because this is like, it's such a crucial card. So I think it's definitely gonna get hit extremely hard. Q Block I think it's still gonna work, because you still have Skull the Minari, which if you don't know is a 5 mana 0/3 weapon, which at the start of your turn summon a demon from your hand. I think Q Block is still gonna be fine. It's definitely gonna be a little bit more slower due to Possessed Lackey being 6 mana, and Warlock in general might get destroyed a lot more by maybe Aggro Mage and Hunter, because the fact that they have a lot less healing and they're gonna be a little bit more slower means that more aggressive decks can just burn them down, and they might not have enough healing to stop it. So we'll see. I think Q Block will still be very strong. I know Control Lock, my favorite deck that got into Legend, is probably gonna be dead. Call to Arms was 4 mana, recruit 3 minions that cost 2 less, and now it's 5 mana. So this is a big nerf. This is big, because 4 mana Call to Arms is insane. Getting 3 minions on the board on turn 4 is insane. Now it's 5 mana. So first off, you can't play this in Even Paladin because it's an odd cost card. And you cannot play this in Odd Paladin either, though, because it recruits 3 minions that cost 2 or less. You are only going to be running 1 cost cards because, you know, those are odd costs. So it's not worth it to play Call to Arms and summon potentially 3 1-cost minions. 1-cost minions usually are like 1/1s or maybe 2/1s with some bonus effect. For Paladin, it's probably gonna be mainly I think it's called Argent Protector, right? Am I right? No, wrong one. It's like I forgot what that card's called. It's the 1 mana 1/1 taunt Divine Shield from Frozen Throne. But you got that and Argent Score. Those are like the main 1-drops that you would run. So that's it. So you would probably, if for some reason you want to, you could run 1 copy of Call to Arms, but there's no reason really to run 2. So that's a pretty big nerf. And Murloc Paladin apparently has been seeing a lot more play, so I don't know. I think Call to Arms won't be seeing play unless someone decides to make just a normal token Paladin without the mana restrictions. I still think this might not see play. It could. Someone could make it work, but it's definitely a big hit because 5 mana is a lot more slower. Even though Paladin doesn't have too many good 5-cost cards, There's not many good 5-cost cards in the game, so this could still see play. Especially since Sunkeeper Terran was still a card, which is 6-mana 3/7 taunt. Battlecry said all other minions attack and health to 3, so this could still work. You know, turn 5 Call to Arms, turn 6 Sunkeeper, but I still think it's gonna not be that powerful. So Paladin in general is gonna take a hit. Mainly even Paladin. Odd Paladin still will probably be the same thing. I don't think they'll run Call to Arms. There's no big reason to run this card. But yeah, that's about it. Paladin's gonna get nerfed pretty hard, except for Murloc Paladin. Again, supposedly it's pretty good. I haven't seen it, so I'll just see. I can't give my opinion on that. Crystal Core for the rest of the 5 mana for the rest of the game. Your minions are 5/5. It is gonna be it is gonna be nerfed to 4/4s. So this came from Quest Rogue. Images. So the quest itself is 1 mana right now. Quest play 5 minions with the same name, and then you get Crystal Core. So this was nerfed before. It used to be play 4 minions, which is insane. It was actually pretty insane. So I even played Quest Rogue back when it was only pre-nerf, and now it's gonna get nerfed again. I haven't seen like a card be nerfed twice. Like, that's just crazy. But anyways, back to it. So now it's play 5 minions with the same name, so it's not as powerful, but still fairly strong because of Crystal Core. But now it's being nerfed to 4/4. So the thing about Quest Rogue is that it has a bad matchup against aggressive decks. So if you're playing Paladin or Mage or Hunter, you can pretty easily run down Quest Rogue because they have to keep bouncing back their minions, and it takes quite a few turns. So they have a good shot. Against control decks though, or maybe mid-range, or maybe even mid-range decks, this just tears them up because 5/5s are huge. You have a bunch of cheap 5/5s. Like, can I, here, something like this. Well, this was, wow, this is an old deck list. But, yeah, so you have, like, South Sea Deckhand, 1 mana 2/1, now it's a 5/5 with Sonta Spore, 5/5 charge. That's insane. You know, that's insane. You get, like, really cheap 5/5s that can attack your face, and you're so screwed. So yeah, the amount of pressure that they had is just nuts. Like, how do you deal with infinite 5/5s? That's really hard. That's really hard. Now the 4/4s. So not as strong, still fairly strong though. Quest Rogue, I think right now is like bottom to like middle tier 1, I think. I'm gonna look this up. Temple Storm Meta Snapshot. This is what I've been looking at. Where's Quest Rogue right now? Yeah, Quest Rogue's like middle tier 1. Yeah, I've seen a lot more play. So yeah, I actually didn't know. I actually predicted that pretty well. So now that's gonna be 4/4. Now that the minions are only gonna be 4/4s, I think it's gonna be middle tier 2. I think it's just gonna go down 1 tier because 4/4s aren't as aggressive, and you can clear them a lot more easily than 5/5s, and you won't get as rushed down because think about it like this: 5/5s, you have 5/5s attacking your face. You have only, let's say you have 30 HP. Like, let's say you didn't take a single bit of damage. 6 of those attacks will kill you. Whereas 4 attack means at 30 HP, it's going to take at least 7 to 8. So you have quite a bit more room to survive and deal with the board. And 4 health also means like mage has a much better time dealing with it. You know, flame strike. Um, and then maybe warlock if they decide to run like some spell power with hellfire is gonna be a lot stronger. Um, Lord Godfrey will also be a lot more better because you just need a 2 health activator, so that's really good. So yeah, I think that's pretty big nerf. So predictions for the meta. If we go back to the snapshot, so this is what these are the top decks in the meta right now. I actually want to check where's potentially combo piece. Boy, it's tier 3. Wow, Odd Paladin's tier 3? Huh. I did not know that. Okay, but yeah, so as you guys know, I am using combo piece to try to hit legend. I'm hoping combo piece will do a lot better. Because I think the meta might, quote unquote, might, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I think the meta might be a little bit more slower. Unless a ton of aggressive decks come out. So people are expecting Murloc Paladin to be number 1. Control Priest might also be number 1 as well because right now this deck does pretty dang well with dealing with like aggressive and control decks. What else? So these two are probably gonna be tier 1. Aggro Mage might be tier 1. Taunt Druid might be tier 1 or top tier 2. It's still really good tier 2. Odd Fatigue Warrior. Where'd you come from? Odd Rogue, yeah, Odd Tempo Rogue might still be might be strong. A lot more, yeah. I'm expecting a lot more aggressive decks to be pretty strong. So we'll see. If that is the case, then my deck list for Combo Face should still be fairly good to deal with some of the aggressive decks. And if the meta does slow down a little bit, somehow, then combo pieces will still do really well because I have time to set up my combo pieces, and then if they have taunt, I silence, and then we kill them in 1 turn. So I'm hoping my combo piece does rise up a little bit in ranks. Let me see the current deck list in Time of Storm, and then I'll end the video. Huh. Okay. Unpowered Steambot. Huh. Okay. But, yeah, so these are really big nerfs. Some of them, I agree with these 5. I'm okay with these 5. This I don't agree with. This should be 8 mana. To be okay, like normal power level for this card. And I guess let me quickly give my brief thoughts about Arena. So only these 4 cards are playable in Arena in terms of being nerfed. This won't see as much play in Arena. It's a lot more worse. This one, Dark Pack will also. I mean, I don't think it was seen that much play in Arena anyway, so it doesn't matter. Since Lackey might not be picked as much, because 6 mana 2/2 is really slow, way too slow for Arena. Even if you got lucky and did get some Void Lords and Despicable Dreadlords and Doom Guards, I think that's still too slow for Arena. And Coaster Arms, I haven't, from what I've seen in Arena so far, I haven't seen many people actually get Coaster Arms. I don't know why. So it might not even matter, but this might not see as much play either also. But these are some big nerfs. I am looking forward to this new meta. Hopefully. Unless there's a bunch of like Aggro Mage and Hunter and all that, and like Temple Rogue and all that stuff. But it's okay. But I'm going to be messing around with some of these decks before they get completely destroyed and nerfed. Alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. This was definitely a longer video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.